Hi, I want to give you a quick demo of Snooty Builder. Snooty Builder is a visual programming environment. Under the hood, it generates Ruby on Rails code. However, unlike other visual programming environments, Snooty Builder is bidirectional. This means it can change generated code later on, even if a developer has made their own changes in the meantime. Alright, I'm going to make a new app called Bookshop, in which we'll create an entity called Books. We'll give the entity a couple of fields. First off, a title, and then a field with the number of pages. We'll call that one Pages. Then we'll enable the table view and the create form. And then we'll start editing the template of the table view. We'll give it a title. Let's call it All of the Books. Then we'll add a table. As you can see, it's automatically populated with the relevant fields. Finally, we'll add a link to the create form. And then we edit the create form. We'll give this one a title as well. Let's call it New Book. Then add a form, and again, it's automatically populated with the relevant fields. Now we'll click the preview button and we'll see the generated app. As you can see, we can create a new book. We'll give it a title and some pages. Then click Create, and you can see that it's now in the table. Alright, so far so good. Now I'll show you some of the generated code. As you can see here, the file structure is a regular Ruby on Rails application. We've got controllers, models, views, and we'll open the indexed view. As you can see, we've got the title component, which is an H1, the table component, which is a regular HTML table, and the internal link component, which is a Ruby on Rails link helper. Let's change the title a bit. Now, when I save, we can see in the browser that the title has been modified. Okay, so we can read code. Now what happens if we add code that Snooty Builder does not understand? For example, because it's antiquated. We'll add a marquee tag announcing that all books are on sale. Now I'll go back to the browser, and as you can see, the Snooty Builder recognizes there is a code block, but it doesn't know the type, so it just displays all the code here. And in the preview, you can see the sale. The question is, can we still edit despite not understanding all of the code? And the answer is yes. For example, we can move the code block around a bit. As you can see, under the hood, the code has been changed as well. When we go to the preview, you can see that the sale is now on top of the title. Alright, but what happens if we change a component that is understood? For example, we have an H1 tag, and we'll give it a class name. As you can see, it has been converted into a code block. But note that this is not permanent. If I remove the class, Snooty Builder will once again recognize it as a title component, and we can still change it as well. What does all of this mean? It means that a non-technical person can create and edit an application, and if they want features that are beyond their capabilities, a programmer can step in and add the requested features. Afterwards, the non-technical person can still make more changes to the generated application. This allows technical and non-technical people to work side by side in the same codebase. As a non-technical person, this means you no longer have to write complicated specifications for simple features. And for a technical person, this means you are no longer bothered by trivial feature requests. Instead, you can focus on the more difficult problems. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this demo.